Jesus was. Oh, we was. Well, when Jesus was. When Jesus was. Alive faith and dead faith. I want to read from James chapter 2 from verse 19 to 23. You believe that there is one God. You do well. Even the demons believe and tremble. But do you want to know, O foolish man, that faith without works is dead? Was not Abraham our father justified by works when he offered Isaac, his son, on the altar? Do you see that faith was working together with his works, and by works faith was made perfect? And the scripture was fulfilled which says, Abraham believed God, and it was accounted to him for righteousness, and he was called the friend of God. You believe there is one God. You do well. Bravo. But even the demons believe and tremble. So you are not better than demons if you believe there is one God. And the demons believe and trembles, and you don't tremble also. So you are not better than the demon if you believe only that there is one God. But do you want to know, O foolish man, that faith without works is dead? Was not Abraham our father justified by his works? He offered Isaac, his son, on the altar. For that faith was working together with his works, and by his works faith was made perfect. And God blessed him, Abraham, in Genesis chapter 22, verse 12 and 17. And he said, do not lay your hand on the lad, or do anything to him, for now I know that you fear God, since you have not withheld your son, your only son, from me. Blessing I will bless you, and multiplying I will multiply your descendants, as the stars of the heaven, and as the sand which is on the seashore, and your descendants shall possess the gate of their enemies. So the faith of Abraham he practiced when God called him and asked him to give his son sacrifice. He didn't doubt it. He obeyed, he practiced his faith. So he had a live faith in him. His faith wasn't dead faith. So God blessed him, and he multiplied his descendants, which are we, the believers in Jesus, which set as the stars of the heaven, and as the sand which is on the seashore. So by the faith we are children of Abraham, by spirit, not by flesh, because spirit gives life. So I want to tell you something happened with me. One day I was in the meeting, and the preacher asked everyone, they wanted to build a meeting place. If anyone can give money or anything, they can help to build this meeting place, so people can come and worship God together. So I didn't have money to give. So I heard a voice from God. He said to me, give your body. So I went to the preacher. I said to him, I will work in that building so people will come and glorify God. So I left my work. I obeyed the voice of the Lord. I left my work and worked. And I said to my boss, I want to leave my work for 6 months. I want to go to help in construction for the meeting place. I want to work for the Lord. I want to obey the Lord. So my boss, he said to me, you are fool. You are foolish man. You want to leave your work to go make construction for a meeting place. I said to him, I must obey the Lord. I left my work. I worked there freely, and I returned to my work after 6 months and obeyed the Lord, like Abraham when God asked him his son. So as the Lord asked me to give my body to work there, so I returned after 6 months. I said to my boss, I will come back. He was very amazed for my faith, because I practiced my faith in him. So he didn't refuse. He took me back in my work, and he glorified God. In Matthew chapter 5, verse 16, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. So, if you want that your light shine before men, you must practice your faith. If you only speak about the faith without works, is dead. So I want to read also from Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1 to 5. Therefore we also, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which so easily ensnare us, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us, looking into Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and he has sat down on the right hand of the throne of God. For consider him who endured such shame, such hostility from sinners against him, lest you become weary and discouraged in your souls. You have not yet resisted to bloodshed, striving against sin. So Jesus, you must look at Jesus. He is the author and finisher of our faith. If Jesus, he believed that he must die for us, but he didn't accept it, he didn't practice his faith to climb the cross and to die on the cross, will never be saved. He accepted, he endured such hostility from sinners against himself. He accepted everything, so he died on the cross. So we must look at him, so we can have a life faith in us. I want to read from Luke chapter 8, 43 to 48 verses. Now a woman having a flow of blood for 12 years, who had spent all her livelihood on physicians and could not be healed by any, came from behind and touched the border of his garment, and immediately her flow of blood stopped. And Jesus said, who touched me? When all denied it, Peter and those with him said, Master, the multitudes throng and press you, and you say, who touched me? But Jesus said, somebody touched me, for I perceive power going out from me. And this woman, he came to Jesus, and she was trembling, and said to him that how she said in her heart, if I touch her border of these garments, she will be healed. And she was healed. So if this woman, she said in her heart that if I touch his border of his garment, and she didn't practice, she will never be healed. So she practiced, she accepted. So take away the stone, he said when Jesus came to Martha. But Lord, said Martha, the sister of the dead man, by this time there is a bad odor, for he has been 3-4 days. Then Jesus said, "Did I not tell you, if you believe, you should see the glory of God?" If you believe in Jesus, you will see the glory of God. So we must abide in faith, because only the faith will give us, if we practice, we will have a life faith. And there is the charity also. And now abide faith, hope, love, these three. But the greatest of these is love. So we must have love of Jesus, so we can have a life faith. We must love so we can practice our faith. So God bless you.